Peace, everyone. Welcome to Who's the Boss, our live Zoom sessions of Who's the Boss. I am your host, Illy Muse. We have today with us an incredible fellow artist, engineer, producer, activist, even, one might say. Coolout Chris. How you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm doing well, Illy. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
I'm doing great.
You know, we already know you in the underground scene, heavy, Chicago hip-hop artist, producer, creative. So yeah, let's give the people a little juice, you know.
Well, I don't like to talk about myself a lot, but I am a producer, MC, poet, husband, father, motivator, educator, all of those different things. So I mean, a lot of my background just comes straight from music. Growing up in a musical family, my grandmother played the organ, my uncle played the drums, my mom would play music all the time. When you was kids. We were short as you couldn't go outside until you cleaned up the house. You couldn't watch cartoons, that. So in the house, while we're cleaning up, my mom is like, put more music on the turntable. It was always turntable. So that's how I started getting familiar with music, Air Supply, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye. So I would just put the records on, put the needle, continue working. So it's always music was just always a foundation in my household.
How are you sharing your story and still remaining, in that in that pocket, if you will?
Yes. For me, a lot of it is right now because everybody's doing everything remotely. I think artists have a responsibility because, if you're not talking about current events, that I'm not shaming anybody, but if you're not, if you're not verbally conversing yet or putting some sort of message within your music at this time, you got to kind of question like what's going on, because are you so caught up in a bubble in your lifestyle, because nobody's touring now, right? Anybody collaborating, it's remotely. You see people out trying to shoot videos and other stuff, but like it's really not safe to do a lot of these things.
Definitely.
I feel like artists really have a responsibility to kind of stop and make sure that they are putting the right message what they're doing, especially at this time. It's a moment in time. So what I will do, so I will make tracks that I feel are politically charged.
What advice would you convey to people about the music licensing aspect? Getting your music plays, take a little more of the ego out of your music.
One, I would say always remain humble in all situations, right? Because there's gonna be some people that you're gonna be like, wow, this is really how you act, but you never get on other people's level. Right now, as far as the fame, you can only be seen so many ways now. You know what I mean? So I think for artists coming into the game, like I said, one, be humble. Two, I think you have to start from a branding perspective. One, you have to have good material to begin with. And then I think you should instantly think about branding and think how that makes sense to what you have as you build a fan base and clientele and all that other stuff. But I say continue to work on your craft, get your music and everything, get it really solid and refined to where you want it, and just network with people. Especially now you can network with so many people. You could throw a Zoom party and say, hey, I'm having a listen party.
There we go.
As many people, as far as like with producers and music placement, I think for any artist right now, consistency is key, right? The more visible you can make yourself, and it has to be quality stuff. You know what I mean? And it has to be, and you have to think about what it is that you're putting out. If it's something that's going to strike a nerve, if it's something that you're going to have to then find yourself being in a confrontation with somebody about, then you got to.
Yeah, it's like, is it worth it?
Yeah,
at that point.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. To find out more about Coolout Chris, visit the Who's the Boss website. The link will be in the description.